So in this lab, we will create ADDS users that is a local AD on Windows Server. We'll create the virtual machine and we'll create a users on that virtual machine as an on-premise machine, and then we'll see how when we add or download install AAD Connect, it will sync the users to AAD on the Azure portal. So let's get started. First we will create, these are the steps, about 8 steps exactly, 8 steps. So we'll create on-premise virtual machine with Windows Server, something like 2016 I think. So at this point of time, so let me create a Windows virtual machine first. ADRG, we will create some virtual machine. Now we'll create the name VM1. That's okay. We are going to create only VM1 right now, one virtual machine. We are going to create Windows Server 2019 data center, username, password of your choice. Alright, so inbound will keep RDP, remote desktop 3389 will keep it open, only that port. Disks, with HDD. So it is going to create a virtual network here, subnet. We need to keep public IP. It will create a public IP because we need to remote in to it. So we'll accept the defaults here. We are not doing load balancing here, so don't choose this one. Next, management. Disable the boot diagnostics. We are not going to do that right now. And then advanced, nothing here. Tags. Okay, let's go review create. Like 24 cents Canadian per hour. Okay, final validation is running right now. Validation has passed. Alright, go ahead and create. So once again, this is on-premise virtual machine. We are making it look like on-premise virtual machine. There is no special setting for it. So now the VM1 is virtual machine is created. Copy the public IP address and we need to RDP to it. login item failed. Let me try again. Okay, it went. It's logging in. So using RDP connection. Server manager is coming up. So what do we need to do next? We have to bring up server manager and then go to server, select server roles and choose Active Directory Domain Services, in short AADS. So we are here, AADS server manager. We are already into server manager, and so we are here. We have to choose select server roles. Destination server is our VM1. Go to, so we are adding role here. Go to next. So what is saying is we have to choose the installation type. Actually we are installing a local Active Directory into this VM1. So select the installation type. You can install roles and features on physical computer or VM. So role based or feature based installation. Here configure a single server by adding roles, services and features. Other thing is like install required role services for virtual desktop infrastructure to create virtual machine based or session based desktop deployment. We are doing role based. So select next. Choose next. Click next. So this is the machine, right? 10004. Yeah. Alright, here's the private IP address. This is public. This is private. So choose next. And here we need to choose Active Directory Domain Services. So once we choose it, add features, so include management tools if applicable. So AADS tools along with PowerShell will get installed. So once we choose the features, alright, add features. So if you want to read this one, AADS stores information about objects on the network and makes this information available to users and network administrators. AADS uses domain controllers to give network users access to permanent resources anywhere on the network through a single log-on process. Alright, so here, so we also need to promote this server as domain controller, but in the next step. Alright, choose, go ahead and click next. Here it is just about features. So we already chosen AADS in the server roles. Next, go ahead next. ADDS. So once again, so this is the Active Directory domain services. So click next again. Before that, I need to add something note, like Azure Active Directory. Separate online service can provide simplified identity and access management, security reporting, single sign-on to cloud, and on-premise web apps. So in this case, we are just installing local DNS on our on-premise VM, VM1. Next. Alright, and go ahead and install. So installation is starting now. It will take a while. I will pause the video for the moment. So this wizard will run for a while. We can close this, but without disturbing it, it will keep on running. So you can do other tasks you have. Installation is complete for ADDS. Now we need to promote this server to the domain controller. So click it and go to. We have to start this wizard, right? Go to click add new forest and give the root domain name. So this domain name will exist only on the local AD. Alright, local AD on this virtual machine. So alright, and we can give this and .local as a root domain name. So something like this. I'm just looking at here, Ashraf HM Gmail.local. So this is local root domain name. This is not connected to Azure portal or Azure Active Directory. So this is all for local Active Directory on this machine. Next. Okay, give the password. Alright. So domain controller, we are in the domain controller options wizard, and oh, something wrong here. Okay. Alright, next. A delegation for this DNS server cannot be created because the authoritative parent zone cannot be found, or it does not run Windows DNS server. So let's see. We'll come back if we need it, but we can go ahead with next. Verify the NetBIOS name assigned to the domain character if necessary. So it is finding it by itself based on what we have given earlier as a local domain name. So it is picking up from the local domain name Ashraf HM Gmail. There is a NetBIOS domain name. Alright, click next. Alright, these are the log folders, database folder, system folder. So we can go ahead next. These are review selections. So it is generating a Windows PowerShell script. If you want to view the script, you can view it. Alright, so and click next. It's verifying the prerequisites for the domain controller operation. So these are warnings, but all prerequisite checks have passed successfully. So we have to click install to begin the installation. Now the installation will begin. Alright, next install. And meanwhile, while this is installing domain controller, we need to install AD Connect tool. So download and install the AD Connect tool. A little bit we can watch this, like what is going on here. So I will keep the screen. So you're about to be signed out and it will restart it again. This computer being restarted because AADS was installed or removed. So close. It's restarting by itself. Alright, we have to log in back again. So copy this public IP address and remote to RDP again. I guess it is the server is restarting, so it is taking time. Okay, Azure user. Okay. It's taking in. Yes. Please wait for the group policy client. So we need to wait until it finishes up. Then we can install AD Connect tool. This step we already done. Now we are going to do this step. So both are independent, so we can do regardless of the sequence. Step 4 is complete. We are going to do step 3. So the domain controller is also installed now. So ADDS, local server ADDS, are installed. Number of servers are 1 here. So groups are 1. Number of roles are 3. So that should be good. Now we need to download and install AD Connect tool. So bring up the browser and download AD Connect. So it is Microsoft Azure Active Directory Connect, AAD Connect in short. Go ahead and download it. It's about 96 megabytes. So here's the download link. Click there. So this site we need to allow download.microsoft.com as an exception. So here it is. Close. Try again. Save. View downloads. Alright, so it is downloaded. Oh, you need to run it. Alright, so it is installing Microsoft Azure AD Connect. So welcome to Azure AD Connect. So I agree. Continue. Go with Express settings. So here we need to connect to to our global administrator login ID. So this is the login ID. HMH at so that one. So give the name, give the username as same as the global administrator's login ID. So it should match. Alright, it is matching. So give the password. It's connecting to Microsoft Online. Oh, login.microsoft online, add it. Go ahead, add the exception as a trusted website. Alright, go ahead, add this one too. Oh, JavaScript is required. Alright, we need to enable JavaScript. Okay. Try again. Okay, I need to have this code on my phone. Let me look and type it in. 972552. Verify. Okay, here what did we enter? The username and password for the local domain, right? I forgot. Let me locate it and get back.